how can bread, which is prepared from grain and baked by the heat of fire, be changed into Christ's body? And still, how can wine, which is pressed from grapes, be changed by any blessing into the Lord's blood? And that's how Baji from East Legon.
It's a big theological question. Yeah. And I'll be careful how I answer this, because there are two major Christian views. There is one view that believes that at the instant of the blessing of the bread and the wine, those elements in that instant become the body of Christ,
right,
and the blood of Christ. It is called transubstantiation.
Right.
That means that the substance of the bread is at this particular time the body of Christ.
As a substitute.
Yes,
Okay.
it has become.
Right.
It has become.
Right.
It has incarnated.
Right.
There are people who believe that, and serve communion that at this time is the body of Christ and the body of, and the blood of Christ. And the reason they say that is that they said Jesus didn't say this, take this and eat. It is like my body. It says this is my body. This is my blood.
Right.
So there's a literalist interpretation of it. So his question is addressing that. I come from a Protestant Christian background. And the Protestant belief has different way of looking at this. Yes, at that point, we believe that we are ministering the body and the blood of Christ, but in a symbolic form. Mm-hmm. So the bread does not become the body of Christ. The bread is a symbol of the body of Christ, and tells us that at this point we are fellowshipping with Christ. It's a physical, sensory thing, but it is revealing a spiritual reality to us. So my answer is, from a Protestant point of view, the body, the bread and the wine do not become the body and blood of Christ. If you were a Catholic, that would be how you would interpret it. And I think the best person to answer such a question will be a Catholic priest or a bishop who can properly situate their belief system in the light of this question.
So the two schools of thought, one could be substitution and one could be representation.
Sort of. I mean, there are fine differences even at the Protestant level. There are very fine differences. Some are very casual about it. Some close to the Catholic belief, but different nuance, and some a little different, more symbolic. I am from the more symbolic. Yeah.
But one common denominator is that the blessing of the body and the blood are invoked at that point.
Yes, we believe that as people partake of communion, Christ is present, ministering life to people.
Amen.
Not because the bread has become his body. And I don't really know whether I have a big issue with people who believe that. But I believe that as people partake of communion, Christ is present as healer, as deliverer in his people, over his people, and protector when they take the blood.
Amen. Amen.